and starts gradually more growing in Krishna consciousness, two things can happen to us. One is we start becoming more realistic in Krishna consciousness, and we understand that yes, we are living in the material world. A spiritual organization, establishing it in the material world is not very easy, because we are recruiting living entities from the common crowd of people, and they all have their deficiencies. They come together trying to glorify the Lord, chanting the holy name, and studying the holy fame like Bhagavatam scriptures, and also worshipping the deities, taking prasad, and leading a pure life, clean life. When they try to do that, Prabhupada says putting up a spiritual activity in the material world is very challenging, oftentimes because material world is smoke, the spiritual world is fire. So in a smoky furnace, you have to blow several times to bring the fire. It is difficult, but Prabhupada was such an amazing personality. Within a span of 12 years, he successfully put up this society, ISKCON society in America. When he started in America, he took a flat and converted it into a temple with altar, blowing the shank, doing the Mangalarati, chanting with the devotees, giving Bhagavatam class, cooking bhoga and prasadam himself, sending them out on book distribution and Harinam Sankirtan. And some Indians came to see. They said, Swamiji, you say this is a temple, but where is the Gopuram? They were asking. Prabhupada said, what are you talking? What should happen in a temple is happening here. Temple means 5 things should happen. Krishna Darshan, Krishna Shiksha, Krishna Bhakta Sangha, Krishna Nam, and Krishna Prasad. These 5 things are happening here. Here is the Darshan of Krishna and Mangalarti we are doing. And we are also having books for you, more than 100 books published. You can pick up the books and read. And if you can't understand Krishna Shiksha, you cannot understand, then Krishna Bhakta Sangha. There are devotees available to explain the philosophy to you, answer your questions. And we are giving you the Japamala and teaching you how to chant Hare Krishna. And we are also giving you Krishna Prasad at the end of the program. So what is lacking here? Prabhupada asked, everything that's happening in temple is happening. I am in a foreign land, Prabhupada said, and there are big tall towers buildings. How will you make a Gopuram here? We may not be able to make a traditional temple like in India. And to have a big place in America to make a big temple is not possible. Monetarily, it is unfeasible. Plus, even if you make it, how will you maintain it? Maintaining a huge temple. But we are living in the age of Kali Yuga. And Kali Yuga means have a facility like a preaching center, or just like you all are having your voice centers. And have a center for singing the holy name and teaching the holy fame, Srimad Bhagavatam, to the devotees. So that is the substance of a temple, which is happening here, Prabhupada said. What is lacking here? Imagine, for example, you want to go to a hospital. You go to a hospital, you find the bedding is very nice, there is an air conditioner room, and the nurse also comes and, time to time asks you, good morning, sir, good evening, sir. You want any service, sir? And they give you nice food. Only thing is there is no medicine there. What is the use? So, on the other hand, even in the hospital, if out of the 4 legs of a cot, 1 leg is broken, cold wind is blowing from the window, the light is very dim, and let us assume like that. But the medicine is pakka. You get cured within 3-4 days, you can be discharged. How wonderful it is. So, some deficiencies in a spiritual organization on a material platform is certainly tolerable compared to the spiritual substance, which is purely offered in the organization. On the other hand, hey, my volume is good?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu.
On the other hand, materially affluent organizations which have all the facilities, but there is no spiritual substance offered. It is good for nothing. 𝐕𝐎𝐻𝐼𝐍. Actually, there are many bogus organizations where they declare the Guruji to be God. And people just come together for sense gratification. Many organizations, Sambhogse Samadhi, that kind of organizations, many are there. There are many who never talk one word about God. They never make people chant one word of the holy name. They never touch the scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. And their Swamiji bluffs any kind of writing he does, and people worship him, do abhishek for him. There are organizations like that. So ISKCON is not, ISKCON cannot be lumped with such baggage of organizations. ISKCON has stood the test of time now. More than 50 years have passed. We are one of the young organizations, and you will see that how purely the truth is presented. The scriptures are, every second page you will see a shloka in Prabhupada's books. You go to any, I am in America here traveling, and I'm seeing every temple in Rukmini Dwarkadish temple, the dress is changed 3 times a day. You know that. In our Pune temple, it is changed 2 times a day, morning and night. In Rukmini Dwarkadish temple is the only temple in the world, LA, Los Angeles, 3 times a day they change the dress, morning, afternoon, and evening. 6 bhog offerings are given, big plate to the deities. The deities are lovingly cared for. They are worshipped, and festivals are put up. Even small temples here in the West attracts 3,000, 4,000 people on festival days. So you can see the kind of gorgeous worship. So I was recently asking this Grace, his name is there in Hyderabad. Prabhupada, there is a Prabhupada disciple in Hyderabad, and he came in 1971. So I asked him recently, Prabhu, there are some gurus, who are internationally popular. They are so popular that there are millions of followers there, and they just make everybody laugh, everybody smile. There are big gurus simply with a beard and a smile. They may have big number of followers, and people want you not to talk about God. People want you to give them some fun and go away. And these fellows are intelligent in doing that, and they have big following. People shell out a lot of money, and these people are big following. So we say Prabhupada did big things in the world, but we are finding these people are having even much bigger following than what Prabhupada had also. So we asked him this question. So he said a very interesting thing. He said, recently he went to Aurobindo Auroville ashram in Pondicherry, near Chennai. So he said, Aurobindo, when he was alive in the planet, he was so popular. All over the world, he had big following. Hundreds and thousands and lakhs of people following him. Now, after he passed away, he said, you go and see. I personally went also. I went because we had gone for one conference or something there in Pondicherry. We saw that, they don't print and publish books and distribute. They have kept one showcase notice board where they have put the books for display. These are the books that he published. Books are not printed and published and distributed. They are not doing that. And in the same campus, which is like, few hundred acres of land, they have, people are making cottages and living there. Some people are living there. And they are eating meat, all the people there. And Aurobindo stood for not touching meat. He said one should never eat meat, but they're eating meat. People are eating meat, and there are people having such habits. And they have, of course, a place for Aurobindoji with photo. People may bow down to him and go, but there is hardly any following. There is hardly any spiritual program happening there. Some musical therapy, something is going on there. They are doing some musical therapy, some kind of play area for children. So there is nobody talking about the philosophy that he spoke. There's nobody following him. So Prabhuji was making a point that he said many big fellows have come and gone. When they stay in the planet, they will make a big halla gulla, millions of followers, photos and videos you will see. When they die, there will be nobody talking one word about them. There will be nobody doing any activity what he taught. Everything will be finished, he said. On the other hand, he said, look at Prabhupada. He left. He only 12 years the world watched his glory. Before that, nobody knew about him. In 1965 to 77. After 77, now it's 2022. 55 years have passed. You will see ISKCON is getting stronger and stronger. He said after Prabhupada left, ISKCON is growing even more bigger because Prabhupada has given the blueprint for how the society should be run. He has made the next band of leaders, the GBCs, the 45 GBCs regularly assemble in Mayapur, and 2 times a year, once in Mayapur, once in Tirupati, and they make plans for expanding the society. Many next generation devotees, younger devotees are reaching out in a very big way. And all over the world, ISKCON is getting more and more talented people. Many doctorates are joining, scientists are joining, musicians are joining, singers are joining. You can see in the practical and books. We were earlier, if you see, 5,000 Bhagavatam sets were fixed by ISKCON Prabhu. Then last year he had 25,000 Bhagavatam sets. Now, and Bhagavad Gita's 25 lakhs were distributed last year in Marathon. And now this year and the next year, they're going to build it more. In 2026, they are going to give 1 lakh Bhagavatam sets all over the world. That's the target. So you can see ISKCON has distributed more than 60 crore books, spiritual books. How many books are, and number of prasadam plates, don't even ask how many ISKCON has distributed. It's in so many crores. One temple itself has distributed several lakhs of plates of prasad. How many plates of prasad is distributed? How many crores of spiritual literature is being distributed? How many people have become seriously practicing devotees, reaching to schools, colleges, universities, companies, if you see, and also reaching into the mobiles of people. There are people reaching through the lectures in ISKCON. There are now thousands of lecture givers on YouTube now. You open the YouTube, you'll find everywhere, and especially the pandemic has made the preachers 10 times more. I heard there's one temple in South India called Mangalore ISKCON. They alone reached out to 1 lakh people, the whole Bhagavad Gita teaching, and they distributed Bhagavad Gita. 1 lakh Bhagavad Gita distributed, and 1 lakh people heard 18 chapters of 18 days classes. So the way the ISKCON is reaching knowledge, the way ISKCON is reaching the prasad, the way ISKCON is reaching the cultural activities and festivals like Rath Yatra, Janmashtami and the Ram Navami, and the festivals celebrated in the temple, attracting big mass of people. Recently, books have been put in Arctic and Antarctica. You know that? A ship has been sent. Radheshyam Prabhu announced it recently when I was in San Jose. He said now Arctic and Antarctica didn't have books. Now Eskimos also have books now. They have reached the books to the poles also. So now he said, now we are complete now. There is no country anywhere in the world where proper books have not reached. Everywhere they have reached. And many of the Indian leaders of other organizations, even they have expressed their admiration for ISKCON's reaching out the knowledge through the books, through the preaching, through the prasad, through the deity worship, and through the culture, through the kind of culture. And now new department has started, Bhakti Vedanta Research Club. So this research thing, Gaurang Prabhu, when he went to US, he saw that so many doctorates are influencing the educational system in America. Now they're influencing. So therefore, they have started in India now. Already there are 5 branches of BRC in India, in Calcutta, Pune, Mumbai, like that, 5 places. So we are going to have many religious doctorates. Now you will find in the very near future, now in ISKCON, all our Pune courses will be affiliated to Pune University. It will be giving a certificate on behalf of Pune University for all the Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, all the courses. So Mumbai is giving on behalf of Mumbai University. So in this way, you will find ISKCON is actually reaching out on a high class of people. Many big people are connecting with ISKCON, and they are funding as well as they are reaching out. They are helping us reach out to other people also. So when Prabhupada said, I'm an old man in America alone, he said, I'm struggling. But you youngsters, if you take it up, how much wonderful you can do, Prabhupada said. And it happened eventually in 50 years. So ISKCON is an expanding movement, and it is increasing day by day. One can watch results of Prabhupada's dedication. I'll just show you here 1 minute. You can see before Bhaktivinoda Thakur, many of our disciplic line, Babajis, they became Babajis because they thought that the world is becoming very horrible and people are unruly and all sinful activities are happening. Let us better do chanting and go back to Godhead. So gradually, the number of Vaishnavas had reduced and Mayavadis had increased, Karamis had increased. Then Bhaktivinoda Thakur was the first one in our line who felt that if this goes like this, the whole world will be faced with misfortune. So he is called as Savant Goswami. He did a revolutionary thing by starting Namahatas from Godrum Deep. He started 2,500 Namahatas all over the Bengal. And he took report every week. He received report from the Namahatas and gave them instruction, guidance, guiding all the preachers. And also he wrote the book Godruma Kalpatavi, which is a strategy planning for Namahata preaching, based on which His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj has made the Bhakti Vriksha manual. Maharaj said that. So that is Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And then his Shiksha was most inspiring to Gaur Krishna Babaji. Although Gaur Krishna Babaji would call Calcutta as Mayanagari, he would never go. He would always live in Holy Dham, Mayapur. But he he had only one disciple, which is Bhaksan Saraswati Thakur. And by his purity and by his order, Bhaksan Saraswati Thakur expanded 64 mathas in India, Gaudiya mathas. And then he instructed his disciples to expand further preaching. And our Srila Prabhupada expanded 108 temples all over the globe in his times. I know there are 1,000 temples of ISKCON now. So each of these acharyas are stalwart, dedicated souls in the line of Krishna consciousness. So Harvey Cox says that leaving comfort and security behind to go to a foreign land, totally unknown, to carry message of God and peace and salvation. So that is actually called missionary spirit. Lokashil Prabhupada, he left his comfortable life in Vrindavan and went to a foreign land like America to give the message of God and peace and salvation to the people and wake them up. And he had a demanding voyage in ship with Jaladuta, having a couple of heart attacks. See how all these are Western disciples whom you see around him, how cheerful they are. This is ISKCON. Prabhupada made ISKCON society very powerful. Right from the very early days, he laid the foundation. And the Western devotees had no sadhana before, no sanskaras. They were mlechas and yavanas. When they became Krishna conscious, they wore dhoti kurta and sari. And they took all this to spread Krishna consciousness. They were ready to be imprisoned or beaten or ridiculed also. And so much struggle has gone in the early days of ISKCON that we are reaping the fruits and enjoying now. And they joined Krishna's family as their life and soul. Saraswati Mataji had a small baby when she went to London to preach. But the three couples went to London, how they preached. So we can check whether I am dedicated to Prabhupada or not. Kritagnata, feeling deep gratitude to ISKCON, Prabhupada and his faithful followers who are saving us. Not just picking faults, this and that. Sharanagati, whatever Prabhupada says, it's absolute truth for me. I will serve him anywhere, anytime, whatever service he gives. This is actually type of Sharanagati they showed. 16 rounds of chanting and 4 regs. And then whatever service he gives, I will do. My goal of life is to please him, help him, and make him happy. So this is the kind of dedication that many Prabhupada disciples showed. Although some of them fell away, but they got married and they are continuing to practice Krishna consciousness. They're coming to temple and entering many, many services. Their love for Prabhupada is not even diminished a bit. So the society is increasing. You can see there are 1,000 temples worldwide now. There are farms increasing. There are Govindas, where thousands of millions of people are coming and taking prasad. Lakhs of initiations. And there are also yatras, and there are 7 million worshippers attend ISKCON centers annually for darshan. And there are study groups, thousands and thousands of study groups across the globe. And I told you 60 crore pieces of spiritual literature distributed, and 3 billion plates of prasad distributed. The population of the globe itself is 7 billion or 8 billion. We are going to cover the half the planet with prasad. You can see that. Thousands of harinamas going out. Thousands of Vaishnava festivals, Padayatra parties. So, like Krishna Balram, like Krishna Sudama dedicated their life, Prabhupada dedicated his life. And so in this way you will find in ISKCON society, the volume of services that have been rendered is enormous. Now let us go to your faith and doubt session just a minute. Okay. Oh, this is the old one. Okay. Actually, the recent one I had to open, I think this is a file.
I sent yesterday.
Okay.
Not this one.
This is the old one, I think, is it? This one?
Yes, please, this is old. Yesterday I sent.
See, this is the one it is showing. These are the only ones it is showing. See, this is the old one, no? This one?
Yes, please, this is old one. This is not the mail.
Somehow or other, it's not showing at all. I'll refresh and see. I have seen it, but here it is not showing up. These are the only things showing. Can you send it immediately quickly now?
Yes, please. I'll project.
Yeah. I have to give you this thing. Achha, you have your side only. You can project it quickly. Yeah. So it has many pages, and I have already sent you the videos of whether ISKCON is sending money to America. There are many videos I have sent. I have told him to send it to all of you. You all can go through that. Now let us see the other points. What all have come. Yeah. So when we do this faith and doubt session, there are 3 steps in it. First step is the spiritual path itself is called Shruta Ikshita Path. Shruta means first you hear and then you see. You don't see with your defective eyes and come up with sweeping conclusions. Therefore, the first part, at least I only spoke about, almost 20 minutes or 25 minutes. But ideally, 1 hour one should hear the glories, whether we are speaking about Prabhupada, or ISKCON, or devotees, or scriptures or whatever. And after hearing those glories, then we have to absorb our mind in the glories. Then we have to express our faith. That's the next thing. After expressing faith, then you have the right to ask doubts after that. Otherwise, if somebody is just picking faults, one fellow came to Pune temple. He told Maharaj, his holiness, Bhakti Prasad Bhagavat Maharaj, महाराज अगर ISKCON के अंदर पॉलिटिक्स है तो क्या करना चाहिए, आना चाहिए कि नहीं आना चाहिए? He asked. So Maharaj said, मंगला आरती चल रहा है क्या? He asked. Yes, Maharaj. Then he asked, नरसिंह आरती चल रहा है क्या? तुलसी आरती चल रहा है क्या? भक्त लोग नाम जप करते हैं क्या? He was saying, yes, Maharaj, yes, Maharaj. भागवतम क्लास होता है क्या? Yes, Maharaj. गुरु पूजा होता है क्या? Yes, Maharaj. प्रसाद होता है क्या? Why don't you take all these things? Maharaj said, yes, Maharaj, thank you. And he sat down. You had no more questions after that. All these things are there, you rascal. You are not taking benefit from all these things. And you are just seeing some one corner for some politics. This is the example of a fault finder. A fault finder is one. If there is a garden full of blossoming flowers which are fragrant roses, he will go to one corner and find one piece of stool. He will say, here stool is there, here stool is there. He will say like that. is a critical, chronic fault finder. So, yeah, show the first page. So therefore, first we have to get the eyes to see the glory first. Then we have the right to ask the doubts, because our doubts will be asked in a mood of bringing about great good. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Next page. Go ahead. Yeah. Yes. Okay, simple living. No. Previous one. Okay, simple living, high thinking. Put full page. You can put full page, okay.
When we enter in ISKCON, we see mind and senses are controlled.
No need to read. I will go faster. We know how to respect devotees and living at easy one hands. And render seva, become tolerant. There is strong bonding between devotees. And deities are worshipped in standard manner. And Kirtan, Vaishnava bhajans and dances are also very good. Very rare. It's a special type of society where systematically things are rare. Next one. Okay. There is social service and devotion service is encouraged. Social service like food distribution, tribal preaching, and helping people in many ways. Actually, ISKCON is not a social welfare organization. Actually, I don't know whether you are aware. In tribal preaching, ISKCON is not giving all these things. These things are provided by some people who have the inclination for social service. They are giving blankets and they are giving some notebooks, school notebooks and things like that. And ISKCON is doing spiritual part. They are giving spiritual knowledge. Actually, simply providing the social service facilities is like feeding a dead body. It has no substance at all. Doing social, what is social service? You feed food today, tomorrow they'll pass stool. If you feed for a week, next week they will again come back hungry to you. Whole life you feed food, next lifetime they'll be coming again asking, give me food again, I'm reborn again. The real service is to stop the rebirth. Taktva deham punarjanmane iti mameti sojana. That is actually real service of ISKCON. Social service, 1 million organizations are doing in the world. We are not known for that. Actually, we are known for that. That is due to people's misunderstanding. Somebody asked Prabhupada, very nice that Swamiji, you are feeding the poor people. Prabhupada, poor, who is poor? A millionaire is also poor. A billionaire is also poor. Anybody who doesn't have Krishna is poor. Krishna prema vena avyartha daridra jivan das kori vetan more deya prema dhan, it is said. If you don't have Krishna prema, you are a beggar. If you have Krishna prema, even Sudama is a millionaire. That is our philosophy. Here, some devotee seems to be appreciating us because, we are encouraging both sides. I don't encourage at all. That is not what Prabhupada wanted. But we distribute prasad because people are turned away from their Supreme Father, Krishna, by eating this food prasad. In our Pune temple, when we distribute khichdi, many IT boys, girls also come with jeans, t-shirt and all. They sit with the prasadam cup and they eat prasad. I feel very happy to see them. Here the poor living entity eating food, Krishna prasadam, and getting awakened in Krishna consciousness. That's my joy. Not that he is very poor. IT fellows are earning in lakhs nowadays. But they need Krishna prasad, they need. So Krishna prasad is needed by every living entity who has turned away from Krishna. So don't carry any misconception about social service. And of course, tribal preaching we are reaching because tribal people have innocent faith. That faith should be dovetailed in loving Krishna, which is ultimately natural faith of every living being, which is a very wonderful thing that they are doing. Okay, ISKCON is saving and spreading Sanatan culture in Bharatvarsha, which is slowly iterating. Okay, when we enter ISKCON, we see Maharajas, Prabhuji's follow what they are saying. They present authoritatively, okay, without any interpretation or speculation, okay. This is ISKCON temple, new people come and they are advancing. Okay, next page, yeah. Next page. Not going, next page. Okay. ISKCON is giving Shastra Chaksha, how to read scriptures like Gita, Bhagavatam and all, unmuttered selfless attitude of senior devotees, okay. And we are serving by preaching to others, okay. Mahaprabhu has ordered us to preach, which presents scriptures and Vedas logically and scientifically. And we are coming Guru Parampara, unadulterated teachings we are giving. Very good. Complete picture and relation about God and soul. Okay. Next page. Ultimate goal of life. What are the things that make you feel proud of ISKCON? Okay, lifestyle becomes regulated, standard of living increases, okay. Even there are a couple of people in Pune who are in slum. Now they have grown up so much in their material life and spiritual life. They said when they were drunkards and all kinds of bad habits they had, now they have become clean in habits and they have become devoted to Krishna, initiated devotees now. Now they are living just next to temple in Gagan Unnati. There's a huge building. And coming and entering services. He said, I cannot believe in one life I can become so refined in my speech, behavior, dealings, and devotion. They were telling me in the interview. Now they have become counselors now. Again, ISKCON, there is no caste period. Okay, no discrimination. Yeah, yes. Next. What are the things you don't like? The things I don't like in ISKCON that they say that we have to balance both spiritual life and material life. Sometimes senior devotees had told to that do some surveys, compromise their study. So if they tell you to compromise study, you should show them the shloka, Ma Manusmara Yudhyacha. Prabhuji Krishna is telling Arjuna that, remembering me, you should fight. You are only telling me to remember Krishna. What about doing my duty? So you have a material body and you have spirit soul. For spirit soul, you have to become devotee of Krishna. For material bodily maintenance, one has to do material duty. So if your center is not taking care of both, you can stay near the center. Don't stay in the center. Then come to the morning program, take advantage of some programs, and then go back and take care of your material duties also. If your senior is very greedy for only preaching and spiritual activities, he doesn't want to take care of your studies, then go stay outside, come and go. That's better. The doubt I have is that we have to do preaching the whole name of the Lord. When 10 of them is an offense to glorify the whole name of the Lord. So faithless persons. Okay, the two statements appear to be contradicting. No. Actually, we distribute the holy name to the public. We are singing the holy name. And we speak very basic philosophy. You are not the body, you are the soul. Basic philosophy. We don't talk about Radharani to a new man. We are talking about Radharani to Utkarsh camp boys who have given 1 year of chanting, 1 year of dedicated spiritual life. After that, we teach Radha Tattva. So for new people, we give basic philosophy, and that is not ninth offense. Ninth offense means speaking advanced things to a very newcomer who cannot understand. He blasphemes God, blasphemes scriptures, and then it is ninth offense. Another meaning of ninth offense is giving diksha to unqualified people. That is ninth offense. Next page.
In this question, there is second part.
Now, one more question is there. We thought ISKCON is not meant for all or poor one. Okay, now you have seen tribal preaching, so that will shut the mouth of people who think like this. And also ISKCON is doing a lot of village preaching, rural preaching. You may not be aware. There's a lot of rural preaching also happening. ISKCON is not only in cities. We have many farms. We have also rural preaching. Go ahead. Next one. ISKCON not establishing youth center in medical colleges. Medical colleges, 5 years. Education is very tough. We have tried doing it in the past. Students come very sporadically. And IIM also, preaching has been tried. We found that during the IIM days, they were study and do assignments for 18 hours a day. You have to go and see how IIM is. The modern education has become, that's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, modern education has made people like an ass. They work very hard, they have no time for God. So, but IIM boys, when they come to the company industry, they have more time. At that time, we have preached and people have become devotees. Why ISKCON devotees are not joining the administration politics? Who said you cannot join? There are people who go to, like Satyagopinath Prabhu has resigned from the post in ISKCON and he is going to become MLA or MP in South India. He is one of the parties he has joined. So there are also other, Kakinada, the MLA is an initiated devotee of ISKCON. And also eventually even Prime Minister of India may be ISKCON devotee, quite possible, because there are many qualified people now entering in the top level positions also. Next, it is, we have to preach the whole name of the Lord, but in that same question, I think. And people say, okay, when you're talking about so many things, contradict means, that is our misconception. Misconception is not in the fact, misconception is in our eyes only, wrong outlook. People say ISKCON is doing brainwashing to leave home and become brahmachari. They are targeting only young educated generation. People can say whatever they want. Now, how many brahmacharis? India has got a population of 150 crores. Out of 150 crores, if 1% people can become brahmachari according to you, say 1% is how much of 150 crore? Tell me. 15 crore. Are there 15 crore brahmacharis in ISKCON, India? Huh? There are not even 10,000 brahmacharis in ISKCON, India. What is 10,000 divided by 150 crore? Are we making everybody brahmachari? Actually, we should make 15 crore brahmacharis in India. At least 1%, at least. That we are not able to do. That is our failure. And you are talking about making brahmacharis, everybody. 99.9999999% is all married fellows. And they have their company jobs, they're slogging, little bit service they're able to give in the weekend. So, ISKCON is not making brahmacharis. Actually, it would be very nice to have more brahmacharis. We have very less, unfortunately. We should have 15 crore brahmacharis out of 150 crore. Isn't it? So, 1.5 crore. 1.5 crore brahmacharis should be there. So, out of 100, 1 crore. Out of 150 means 1.5 crore. That is actually 1%. We don't have. So, we have 10,000 probably. ISKCON India, maybe 5,000, 10,000 we may have, I think. Not even that much. Must be less than that. Okay, next. ISKCON presents monotheism, claiming Krishna is the only God, but Sanatana Dharma is famous for variety. Not for what variety you are talking about. Actually, that is hodgepodge. That was condemned by Narada. You have to read Bhagavatam. In Bhagavatam, Narada told our Vedavyasa that Vedavyas, in the name of giving material benefits to the people, you have promoted all these gods and you have ruined the lives of people. Therefore, he told him to write the Srimad Bhagavatam. God is one ultimately. If you think there are many gods, you are sadly mistaken. It's not that you have 33 crore gods, all of them fighting with each other, who will become God? God is only one. And God is called by the name Krishna or Vishnu or Rama. They are all called Purushottama. Go back to scriptures, study properly, and then you speak this question next. Devotees are not allowed to do a high-paid job as they want to serve in some other way by earning more. I don't know who is allowing, who is not allowing, I don't know. Probably some immature devotees are telling their people not to go for a high-paid job because they have to slog like a donkey. So probably because of that, this kind of questions are coming. Like, first of all, in my opinion, no boy hears anybody. When it comes to marriage, they marry their own caste god only. When it comes to job, they take job anywhere and say Tata and go away. That is majority, 90% are like that. Nobody even asks a senior, Prabhuji, can I take this job or something? Very few people ask. When it comes to money matters, no, people don't care for parents also. There are people sitting in America here, I am seeing, their parents are 85 years old in India, they are not going back. If they don't obey even parents, how will they obey brahmacharis, tell me? When it comes to money matters, nobody cares about anybody. I found people staying all and go to that. I have given you videos, you can see that. Devotees are not allowed to go home. If a preacher is telling you don't go home, you leave the center. Stay out, stay in the hostel. You can eat hostel food, no problem. You go home, be with parents, and don't associate with such immature preachers. Keep away from them, very dangerous for you. Read Prabhupada's books, have faith in Prabhupada, and go on with your spiritual life. And then after departure of Prabhupada, child abuses were reported. Oh yes, child abuses were reported within ISKCON. Based on that only, some outsiders took objection and all that. And it was rectified. ISKCON paid crores of rupees compensation to those abused children and helped them to settle in life. And then now after that, where is the child abuse? There is no more child abuse after that. Next. During festivals and camps, there are separate lines for elite class for deity worship, worship and darshan. In Gurudwara, everyone is treated equally. Everyone polish shoes, irrespective of their positions. Okay. Now, Chaitanya Prabhu has answered it in his OMG book. Go back to that and read it. Like for example, in Tirupati also they do this division. Why? Because some rich people, they have money, but they have no time. So they can serve God through their money. Poor people, they have ample of time, but they have no money. They can serve God through their time. Therefore, they stand in the longer queues. And rich people, if you tell them you have to come in the longer queue, they will never come to temple. At least if you take their money and use it in Lord's service and give them a shorter line, then they will come. So the Shastra says that engage everybody according to the talent. Like for example, if there is a business class in aeroplane also, and there's a normal class. If you want to make everything equal, Stop the aeroplanes having any business class. Let everybody sit in the same class. I came to IIT Kharagpur. One devotee took me in a bike and took me around. He said, Prabhuji, that is director's building. He said, and this is HOD's building. This is professor's building. This is laborer's building. And the laborer's building, I saw it was all chal. Huh? I said, why laborers are having chal and director and all the professors are having big buildings? Make everybody classless and equal. I said, no, Prabhuji, director is director and professors are big people and the chal people are laborers. And you are making a society with classes and you're criticizing the Vedas? Who is a fool? In the society, even today has class. How can you deny that? Based on your qualifications, your position in society. Similarly, now you are talking about the temples making the division because everybody has different energy with them to serve God. You're talking about Gurudwara. You go and see Gurudwara. It's not that, of course, a millionaire who has a Bhakti Bhava, he will, even our director of VIT College, Vishwakarma Institute of Technology, Radheshyam Prabhu in Pune, along with his 80 councillors, is washing the Juta plates in ISKCON Pune. If you see, after the Sunday Feast program is over, he's rolling up his sleeve, he is doing. So ISKCON also it happens. You need the eyes to see. I feel like there's a lot of English in ISKCON. It gives a feeling of foreign institution. Angrezan come there. Actually, probably you are not keeping abreast of the development of ISKCON. I think you are in 1970s, I think, probably. You open your eyes and see all the preachers, Amoglila Prabhu, Gauranga Prabhu, they speak Hindi more than English, even myself also nowadays. You go to the YouTube and see what lectures are going on now. 90% of ISKCON lectures in India are all English. Foreign devotees cannot understand, they are in Hindi. Foreign devotees cannot understand, so for them we have in English. But in our student preaching, we purposefully use English. Prabhupada also, when he took sannyas, he purposefully used English because Indians are fools, they will only respect English. If you speak in Hindi, they take you very cheaply. They become very sahajayik. When you give a lecture in English, then philosophy is conveyed properly. We have seen that. There are many Indians who are sahajayik and take religion very cheaply. And these people never become serious when you give lectures in Hindi. On the other hand, when you give in English systematic lectures, people, like this one as Bhaktijar Maharaj was arranging a seminar, he said, Chaitanya seminar, they had put. I asked Maharaj, why do you call it Chaitanya seminar? You can call it Chaitanya Charitamrita. He said, when you use the word seminar, a lot of people come, Maharaj said. Then he said, 800 people come. If you say Chaitanya Charitamrita, Kathamrita, you put, 50 people will be sitting there, if you put. So, we need people to hear this, take this medicine of Krishna consciousness and go back to Godhead. So therefore, Prabhupada wanted us to see, his guru told him, preach in English language in the Western world, he said. So now all over the world, we are printing and publishing books, not only in English, but more than 80 languages now. Prasad mismanagement and wastage. Is it ISKCON problem? Prasad mismanagement wastage. They distribute in food for life, but sometimes there is nobody available to take the food after 9 o'clock at night. It may go wastage once in a while. These kind of small problems will always be there when you, Krishna says in 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, when you lit up fire, there is also smoke. So, next. But you don't stop the furnace and don't cook in the kitchen. Does ISKCON guarantee it will go back to Godhead? Yes, Prabhupada guarantees in his book. Prabhupada says, in his books he has said, 16 downs, 4 legs you follow, definitely in this very life you will go back to Godhead. People say that ISKCON takes money, that is already covered. There are other societies as well, which tell us to go to God and practice bhakti. But what is the difference? No, you can follow any of the sampradayas. Follow the 4 sampradayas. They all are leading you back to Godhead. I feel ashamed wearing Vaishnava attire. That is your bodily consciousness. If you think you are the body, you are sadly mistaken. Actually, dhoti kurta is traditional Indian dress. Pant shirt is mlecha dress. Mlecha is introduced to pant shirt in India. That's not. In fact, you should be ashamed for wearing pant shirt. Dhoti kurta is your traditional Indian Sanatan Dharma dress. So, why is ISKCON only about Krishna? Krishna is Supreme God. I also believe according to Gita, then why people, many types of God? Actually, you should, Krishna is the ultimate God, all attractive God. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutastunvanti Divaistavai says, Brahma, Indra, Chandra, Varuna, Vayu, everybody is worshipping Krishna. When there is a cosmic disturbance, all devatas go to Vishnu to report in the Dugdha Sagar, milk ocean. Therefore, Vishnu is God as per most people's understanding, which is also correct, which is one form of Purushottama. And that Vishnu expands from Krishna. Why will woman not be a brahmacharini? No. Woman's body is made emotionally in such a manner that they need a supporter, like a father or a husband or a son. Truthfulness is missing in this movement, as I have to tell lie to my parents or attending voice programs. This creates doubt on me that it is lacking in principles. Okay, if you are a Satyavan, then don't tell lies, be with parents, no problem. This is only for those who have transcended morality for the sake of surrendering to God. Because your parents will live with you 60, 70 years, 30, 40 years down the line, they won't be there with you. And the next life, you'll have another parent. These are all changing parents. The real parent is Radha and Krishna, the ultimate parents. So you have to decide. Like, for example, if you are going to have a war, you give your, body to the battle against Pakistan, for example. You will not tell your mother, Mom, you are crying, I will stay with you at home. Don't cry, I am yours, I am not the nation's. Will you not say? You won't say like that. For the sake of nation, you lay down your life. Similarly, if you're laying down life for the nation is great than leaving the parents. He is laying down our body, mind, words for the Supreme Godhead, who is we are his part and parcel. What's wrong with that? But if you don't have that realization, don't come to camp, stay with mother and father. Papa, mama ke saath rehna, camp mein mat aana. You have no adhikar to tell lies. Because they are only materialistic, they only think about your body and mind. They don't think about your soul. And if you don't want to deliver your soul, you be with them, imagining yourself to be your body and mind. That's all. Ask yourself, are you body or are you soul? If you are soul, you are whose part and parcel? Are you mother and father are like a pen and paper? If I take a pen and paper, father is pen because he gives the ink. Mother is like paper who receives the ink. So like that, they are mother and father like pen and paper. But if I ask you, signature belongs to pen or paper, it neither belongs to paper nor the pen. It belongs to the person who is signing. Similarly, Krishna is using your mother and father to bring you to this world. So the pen and paper is not your mother. Your real father is Krishna. So if you don't have that realization, then you will cry like this. They're telling me to tell lies, Prabhu, what to do. Don't tell on that realization. You tell the devotee, Prabhuji, I cannot tell lies. I am a Satyavan. I am a Dharmaparayan. I am going to be with my parents. You write a letter to your counselor, go home, be with parents. You don't have to be sitting here crying. ये लोग छोड़ नहीं रहे हैं पापा मामा के पास सपा चाहने के लिए. One brahmachari joined in those days in Juhu from IIT. When mother came, he immediately started crying. And mother put him in pocket. And mother took him and went away. So this kind of things can happen due to lack of realization. That's all. One who is understanding what is soul, what is body, he will never have this bewilderment. Okay, now I have Mangalarti in 3-4 minutes. I have to rush now. Thank you. Shri Prabhupada ki
Jai. His Grace Radheshyam Prabhu ki Jai.